Ba-da-da-dum. Alright. Alright. I do believe we are all set. Hello, travelers of the internet, and welcome back to Guardian Studios. Or if you're new to the channel, hey there and welcome to you. My name is JGuard1, and I am your host, your guide, and your humble bard into the world's virtual. And I am very pleased to be able to welcome you all back to the channel, or, in the case of the newcomers, welcome you fresh to the Guardian Studios experience here on the YouTube channel. We are back on the new world of Crumbach, my friends, where we have, oh, so much to do. So much to do, so little time. We are going to try to get on to business immediately. I have got so many plans in store for what we're going to be doing today. One of the main things I want to try to do today is build a tree over here. Yes, I'm going to build one over here that is 3 by 3. Its trunk is 3 by 3 blocks. There's going to be a water elevator inside of it going up once we can get some soul sand, and the goal is going to be to make it so that we can have a platform up in the trees that serves as our main room in my starting base. Weird design, some might say. I say unique design. And I say unique is fun. So that is the current plan. I might be taking down some of the trees on this area over here so that I can do this. I think I'll start by just tearing down this one, because this one is not as big as the others, so it's not going to be as big of a loss for further development. Hey, Leo! Good to see you, my dude. Glad you can make it, man. How you doing? Doing alright? I hope so. As always, I hope everybody watching is doing well. Hope everybody's having a good day or night. And if you're not, well, hope the stream makes that take a little turn around, you know? Hope the stream makes the day a little bit better for you. Got to chop up a whole bunch of leaves so that I can get leaves to make the artificial tree have a treetop. That will mean having to study the shaping of the leaves of jungle trees, but I'm okay with that. I'm good with a little analysis of such things. Can also get some oak wood, apparently. There's a tree here that grew very tall. Yeah, I had a feeling that was going to happen. So many ideas, so many plans, so little time to execute them all. We're going to make every effort to have the coolest base I've yet made at the start of the world. Or at least one of the coolest. I think Galibor we had a really good setup with the Hobbit hole, but new world, new start, and this is an idea I've had for a while. I've actually done something similar to this jungle tree house kind of thing before, but it was a long time ago. And to answer your question, Leo, I'm doing pretty good. Sorry I didn't answer sooner. Was kind of zoned in, you know? But I appreciate you asking, my dude. I really do. I appreciate you asking. Ouch. Alright, we got over 2 stacks of those bits, so we'll take a look at jungle trees and analyze how their leaves shape up. Another thing we're going to do is move some some cows. I'm going to take a couple of these cows with me over to the project area so that I've got... No! I don't want... I didn't want all of you to come out. Don't get me wrong, I'd be okay with having more over there, but I didn't want all of them to come out of there. Alright. Well, I guess I'm taking all 4 of you over to the new area. Come on. I'm probably gonna need a lot more jungle wood than I just got, so I'll probably have to plant more jungle trees in the work area. I firmly believe I can make this work. The wheat's just to help make sure they do come with us. For now, I'll put them in the pen that was meant for Po Panda Bro. There we go. Yep, that's all of them. Alright, take a nap once it will let me. Come on. Let me sleep, game. Let me sleep. How's everybody doing today, anyway? Everybody doing good? Everybody having a good day? I hope so. All the support you guys show me in my channel, I feel like you guys deserve good days. Even without that consideration, I still feel you deserve good days. Alright, let me see here. I feel like I want to have a tree over here out of the way of the others. Is there necessarily a point? Not really, but why not? Why not have it, you know? Alright, so I'm thinking I can line it up around about here. Yeah, we're gonna have this one be pretty tall, too. Might try to have some storage up in the canopy of it. Alright, so let me see here. Looks like 5... Looks like it's kind of a 4 by... It's kind of a 5 by 5. It's a 10 block... Is it? No, that's 8. It's an 8 block... No. It is 10. It's a 10 by 10, but the very corners are snipped out. And then 2 blocks placed in the middle of either side. I need to climb up there. I need to be able to see, really see the shape of it. I've got more axes, so I'm not too worried about it. Okay, and then it goes 1 block inward, 1 block inward, and then flat. Okay. I can recreate that. I just hope I have enough leaves to do that solidly, you know? Actually, thinking on it, what I might do... Now I'm thinking... I could have this be the tallest tree in the bunch, which is also why it's among the thickest. And have my bedroom be on a platform above the leaves of the other trees. Kind of supported on top of the branches of the other trees, you know? And then the platform below that would be the main part of the house, more or less. So an 11 by 11, with 3 blocks of sides, corners snipped out. Yeah, I could probably manage that. It's just going to be difficult to climb up and down. I may need to make another pair of shears. You ever wish there was another way to make shears besides iron? I guess what I really need is, as soon as I'm able, get a Silk Touch pickaxe and use that to make... Or, not Silk Touch pickaxe, a Silk Touch villager trade and an anvil. Use that to get the, to get vines easier. I can use those as a substitute for ladders to do what I need to do. I'm gonna go collect some vines real quick. Alright. Just need a stack. The tree's not necessarily going to be that big, but as I build it, I'm going to need a way to go up and down for the time being. So, yeah. Oh, darn it. I didn't mean to do that. That should help. Heh, vines are already spreading. Cool. That'll help with going up and down. Until we can set up a water elevator. And again, I'm thinking this is going to be the tallest tree in the bunch. There we go. Nice and easy coming down. Hey there, Ellison! Oh, there's the chicken jockey again. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I like this idea that I went ahead and went with. I'm loving this. I love the idea of having the water vader inside the tree to help me go up and down. It's gonna make things so good. It's gonna work out so smooth, and it's gonna be perfect. I know that it is. Alright, real quick, let's go feed the cows we got over here. That's going to be a packed pen before we do a harvest of the cows, a purge of the cows. You know what? It'll be worth it. I don't want to chop up these trees, really, but I may not have much of a choice. I got to get wood to build this tree. So, grab some saplings. And I think we're going to go find an area further along in the jungle to set up our, to do our chopping. Got some ocelots running around. That's cool. Maybe I can chop this one. This one... Well, actually, these ones here look like they make for a good small treehouse kind of thing, so I think I'll leave them. There's others here that are pretty tall. Oh, that's oak. I don't want oak. I want jungle for my jungle trees. Because I gotta get the saplings. That's the main thing I'm after here, is the saplings. Saplings and wood. I'd rather not have to chop down any trees to get what I'm after here, but that, unfortunately, is not possible without the wandering traders being involved, and sadly, no wandering traders around at the moment. And even if there were any, I don't have any emeralds to trade with. Got parrots flying around. That's cool. Climbing on top is not necessarily going to be easy. I hear some skeletons moving around somewhere. It makes me uneasy. Oh, there's some right below me, aren't there? Would not surprise me a bit. If I end up having to tear down a lot of the jungle, I can always plant new jungle trees. It just might take a while for the number of them to restore a full-on jungle. That's what that skeleton gets. Oh, there goes Ellison, phasing through the ground again. Man, that skeleton used up a lot of arrows trying to get me. Oh, crud. I just saw a witch. That's even scarier than the skeletons. That is much scarier than skeletons. Skeletons, their arrows can do so much damage, but you can block them with a shield. A witch, you can't block that. Their potions can punch through any defense. Poison will wear you down, and then all it takes is one well-thrown potion of harming, and you're dead. We'll try and make it harder for them to spawn around here. Also makes it so I'll be able to remember this area if I ever decide to come back here for more tree farming of the jungle kind from this area. I don't expect that's going to happen anytime soon, but I'm not going to say that it won't ever happen. I almost feel like I need to chop down another. Like I said, if the jungle starts disappearing because of my efforts, I can always plant more trees. Because I am making sure that I collect the saplings. That's the good thing. I am being responsible about my chopping and collecting all the saplings that I can, so that I can plant new jungle trees. I would do that with any biome I end up devastating with my efforts. I would try to rebuild it as best as I could. Solid foundation of my collection. Got some more saplings out of it. That's good. Grab some bamboo while I'm at it. I know I've already got bamboo somewhere, but I want to plant some fresh at the new area. I love this. I love being in a fresh, brand new world, able to come up with brand new ideas for my builds. The one thing that sometimes gets to me about trying to build bases and structures in a world I've already been on for a while, so after a while I start to get into this mindset of, okay, I have done this theme, this theme, this theme, and I've kind of mixed them. I need to make sure that all my other builds follow this theme to a degree. And I gotta get myself to stop doing that. Because if you limit yourself to only ever doing one theme, you're never gonna learn, you're never gonna get to a point where you feel comfortable with other themes, other styles of building. And really, you've got to give yourself that opportunity to grow and develop more of your own kind of style with building in this game. I mean, is it necessarily required? No. But is it a good thing to do? Yes. The beauty of this game is you can play it any way that you want. That is the most beautiful part about Minecraft. It's a game that you play your way. However you want to play it is how you play it. You want to be going out hunting all the monsters? Go hunt the monsters. You want to make a museum out of all the mobs and entities and such? Do so. You want to make a museum of a bunch of glitched, wacky blocks? Do it. Don't ask if it's the right way to play, just do it. Now, I will say, if you're out there griefing just to grief people and get reactions and stuff, that's a wrong way to play. Because all that's doing is making enemies of others and frustrating other players for no good reason. That's a wrong way to play. But there is no one absolute right way to play the game. Cool, got a piece of string out of that. We can go with that. Plant one over here. Then I want to plant one just for getting wood, specifically right here. Most of these other ones are planted because I know they're going to end up growing to be positioned in a spot that's good for expansion. But I've also got to think of more than just expansion. I've also got to think about... well, the resources needed for expansion. I've got to think about, okay, so I've got this plan, but do I have enough resources to be able to make it work? Obviously, I'm still working on building up those resources, so the answer would be no. Easy solution: farm the resources, build up my supplies until I can do what I'm out to do. Oh, where are my vines? There they are. Okay. I gotta remember to keep those with me while I'm working on this project. So yeah, at this point I'm thinking my bedroom is going to be way up here towards the top of the tree. I'm putting it a lot higher than I originally intended, but there's a reason for that. Number one, it helps ensure that I'm definitely safe from anything that spawns down on the ground that could be a threat. Creepers, skeletons, zombies, the whole lot. They can't get to me if I'm up here at the top of the world, so to speak. That's the beauty of a sky base. It's the beautiful thing about this treetop plan. It gets me up way out of the way of anything that could try to do me harm. No monsters are going to be getting up here to attack me Unless it happens to be phantoms, which, as we all know, they can fly. But I don't plan on giving them any reason to appear if I can avoid it. Oh, we got a wandering trader. Curious what he's got and what he'll take. Hay bales and milk. Question: if I give him milk, do I get the bucket back? I don't actually know about that one. Hay bales, on the other hand, I would be willing to work with. Why is it you've got the logs and not the saplings? You couldn't have been selling the spruce saplings. I'd have traded with you for that. That's what you get. Stupid llama. I get it. I had been attacking the llama, so it went after me. But just anyway. Let's climb a tree. Up the tree. Looking right so far. Boop. 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 Boom. Boom. Alright, how am I doing? Oh, I'm running out. There we go. Alright, it's not bedtime yet. That skeleton must have just spawned because it was dark enough in this area here. Good wolf. Yeah, I completely forgot the one downside of being up in the tree. Monsters are going to be spawning down here where the canopy provides shade. Wherever there's enough shade, there will be monsters trying to spawn. Gotta make sure they have as little opportunity for spawning as I can. Oh. Ow. Now, aha! That tree grew. That's good. That's the one I can use to get leaves and more wood. Chop, chop, chop. So far, so good. And there went the shears. Alright, time to start making my way down. Going up. What's that a thought? Since these leaves are placed manually, they're not gonna disappear. Hey, no feek! Good to see you, my friend. Unfortunately, I haven't had a chance to look into it, but I may still do so. However, I've seen some clips that make me concerned. I don't know if they're fan-made or not. And there might be stuff in there that I wouldn't be able to give my, let's say, I wouldn't be able to give my seal of approval on it. Which, if that is accurate, then, the show is probably not going to be something I do a reaction for. But I do appreciate you asking about if I would do stuff like that. Just the same. I do appreciate that. Unfortunately, I gotta make sure that my channel stays firmly on the family-friendly scale. And I'm getting I was a little concerned, based on the clips that I glimpsed, that that show may not be suitable. But I'll look into it. I'll look into it properly as soon as I can. I'm glad to see you here on in the chat head of the stream, though. Appreciate you coming. Alright, so Need more saplings. I need more saplings, more leaves, and I need more iron to make shears for the leaves. So, I think we're going to take a break from the building. We'll take a break from the building, go down underground, and dig ourselves up some copper and iron. Iron I'm mostly going to reserve for building up a supply to make an anvil, and of course using some to make shears. So I'm going to have to be able to do that. Well, like I said, I'll actually look into it properly as soon as I am able, but it might be a little while before I can. I've got a lot of other things I'm taking care of at the moment. Thank you for that, Nofeek. Thank you. I appreciate that. Do 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 do. Uh-huh, knew it was coming. I knew it wouldn't be long before that pickaxe broke. Hey, hey, hey! A vein of copper. By the way, this is on topic because it's Minecraft related and because it's gaming related. Got some good news for the modding community, the modded Minecraft community. Create Aeronautics apparently got released today. The mod that has been waited for by dozens of Create mod users and modded Minecraft users got released today. If you don't know what Create is or what Create Aeronautics is, don't worry, I will likely be going into all that when I do my own video on the matter. Yes, I'm going to do a video about Create Aeronautics. I've been waiting to see that mod get released officially since I first learned it was a thing, because it looks absolutely amazing. And so far, from what I've seen, my hopes were not ill-founded. And the wait, this particular mod, has been well worth it. So I'm looking forward to playing around with it. I'm looking forward to doing some stuff with it. And you'll understand why when you see the video when I make it. Because, yeah, it's a big deal. It is a very big deal. I'm hoping I'll find some more iron down here. Alright. Pickaxes are all broken. Shovel's gone too. Time to head up to the surface. Is that more copper? That was more copper. Darn it. Well, that's alright. I'll come back down here at some point. I know that. No, it's nighttime. Ah, more jungle logs. I'll go ahead and take those. Ba-da-bum. Grab this stuff. Take this back over. I'm gonna take this with us over to the other place. Don't really need flint just yet. There we go. Copper pick. Pop that stuff in there. Oh wow, that tree grew and it ended up being tiny. By comparison to the others, it's tiny. But it's actually very fitting for what I need it for. Leaves, saplings, if I can maybe get them. But for the moment, I'm going to go with saplings, or leaves. So... Oh, I could have done a copper spear and it wouldn't have made any difference. The attack is this... It only does 2 damage? For context, that's 1 heart of damage per main attack. Per jab. Huh. Well, I might be making a copper sword then. In fact, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and make a copper sword as a backup weapon. Need vines. I want to use vines to climb this tree. One of the first enchantments I want to get when I start a villager trading hall of whatever shape or kind. Fortune. So that I can put it on a hoe and not have to rely on shears. And get way better chances on good returns on saplings. Not to mention it'll be good for the crops. Oh, crud. The cows. Cows have been probably been waiting for food. Well, we'll see what we can do. There we go. Uh-oh. Night's coming again. Ugh. Alright. Let me see. I'm going up. I'm thinking what I'm going to do is have my bedroom actually be up here in the leaves of the treetop, and then below that will be the rest of the base. This should work out pretty good. This also makes so I've got an easy ceiling for the bedroom. So I can just do that. Now, some people are probably going to say, isn't this dangerous to have a treehouse? What if you have lightning happen? Well, that's why I intend to make one tree that'll be nothing but stone and copper specifically meant to draw lightning to it so that I won't have any risk of lightning strikes and thunderstorms burning down my my tree home. At the very least, I won't be likely to have that problem. Now, unfortunately, I do have to have actual planks in part of this. So the bed will have to be on a raised spot. Thinking I might open up some of the leaves along that area, along one side, to be a kind of balcony. Give me viewing access to outside. Yeah, this should do. This should do. Whoops. There we go. Gives me a little shelter when I'm right here. So up here will be where I'll set up my bed. I'll probably also put my ender chest up here when I get one. And the rest of this space will be for storage. Storage of the valuable stuff, rather. Now it's just a matter of I gotta go get my bed and move it. And I'll probably end up moving my eventually I'll get a bunch of I'll bring a bunch of wolves up here and keep them up here as like a safety net to make sure I've got a way to breed up a new wolf pack if my main one ever starts getting devastated somehow. Whoops. There we go. so I can look out to the horizon and see the sunrise. And if I expand the jungle the way that I plan to, I'll be able to see some of the tree houses from here as I expand. So, we'll have nice views too. I'm loving this plan. I am loving it. Now it's just a matter of deciding where I want to put the platform. I may adjust the design so that I have a stairway going up from the main platform into my bedroom, though. We'll see. I gotta think on that part. But I now have a cozy abode in the heights of the trees. At the top of the trees, rather. That I can call my own. Just a matter of furnishing it and getting it fully set up. So, I'd say that's a good day's work done. So, I'm going to go ahead and say thank you, everybody, so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. If you did, please be sure to leave likes, comments, subscribe, and turn on notifications by smacking the bell. It's all free. You can always change your mind later. And with that being said, thank you once again for watching. I'm JGuard1. Your guide, your bard, and your humble host into the world's virtual. And I'll see y'all next time, right here on Guardian Studios. Bye!